top 10 restaurants to visit in 2020 before they're gone. Our goal is to bring you some of the most amazing travel destinations and tips as you adventure around the globe. So do subscribe to our channel and turn on that bell icon to add amazing new places to your travel bucket list. Without any further delay, let's get started. Number 10, Le Pain Quotidien.
My name is Alain Coumont. I'm a chef and the founder of the bakery Le Pain Quotidien. We have about 182 bakery restaurants in 19 countries.
Customers love Le Pain Quotidien for its range of healthy foods such as soups, salads, and sandwiches, colloquially referred to as LPQ. Unfortunately, in late May 2020, the operator of 98 Le Pain Quotidien restaurants, PQ New York Inc., filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. The Belgian-based bakery's chain parent company announced it would sell off the US arm for just $3 million. Fortunately for LPQ, this does not spell the end. Orify Brands, the buyer, plans to reopen at least 35 locations in Le Pain Quotidien and potentially rehire former employees. Number 9, BRIO TUSCAN GRILLE. COVID-19 pushed the parent company of BRIO Italian Mediterranean and Bravo Fresh Italian over the edge to file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in mid-April 2020, with the Italian chain struggling with sales prior to the pandemic. The management company, Food First Global Restaurants, had already closed 10 stores prior to the pandemic. That number climbed to 71 of its 92 restaurants amid the coronavirus outbreak. Number 8, Bamboo Sushi and QUICKFISH. These two small restaurant chains, with a combined 10 locations across the West Coast, brought sustainable seafood to the forefront. Bamboo Sushi was the world's first certified sustainable sushi restaurant and the world's first restaurant to know their carbon footprint down to the menu item. While operating with an incredibly thoughtful and conscious mission, these two seafood chains' mission may end here. The parent company for the two seafood chains, Sustainable Restaurant Holdings, filed for federal bankruptcy protection in April 2020, blaming the coronavirus shutdown. The parent company hopes to sell the two chains to keep them afloat. Number 7, Sweet Tomatoes and SOUPLANTATION. Sweet Tomatoes, operating in Southern California as SOUPLANTATION, had a good run. Established in 1978, by May 2020, the restaurant-style all-you-can-eat buffet chain was expanded by 97 places until COVID-19 succumbed. There was no souplant that would remain afloat in the pandemic with CDC directives, which required that dinner restaurants and buffets be close to slowing coronavirus spread. Garden Fresh Corp, a parent company of the chain, submitted bankruptcy for Chapter 7 in May 2020, which opted to liquidate the firm and close its doors permanently. Number 6, Logan's Roadhouse. This Nashville, Tennessee-based steakhouse definitely has been through a lot in a sort of major way. The restaurant chain, which operated 230 locations throughout 23 states, filed for bankruptcy in 2016, but then mostly exited bankruptcy by the end of that year in a fairly major way. In 2018, the chain was acquired by Craftworks Holdings, a multi-brand operator and franchisor specializing in brewery restaurants, or so they actually thought. In addition to Logan's Roadhouse, the holding company owns 8 other restaurant chains, including Old Chicago Pizza and Tap Room, Rock Bottom Restaurant and Brewery, and Big River Grill and Brewing Works, basically contrary to popular belief. When states mandated that restaurants and bars essentially closed due to coronavirus, Craftworks couldn't really keep their restaurants afloat. In March 2020, Craftworks filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy and then announced in April that all Logan's Roadhouse locations would remain, for all intents and purposes, closed indefinitely and is considering whether the doors will stay closed for good. Number 5, TOOJAY'S.
We are a deli, we have a bakery, we serve breakfast, lunch and dinner, and we have a full line of dinner items.
The most beloved sandwich being turkey pastrami Reuben. The turkey pastrami Reuben is made up of pastrami seasoned turkey breast, sauerkraut topped with Swiss cheese and home-style Russian dressing, served on fresh rye bread and grilled to perfection. The Palm Beach Club. The Palm Beach Club features the quintessential club taken to the next level of flavor, featuring ham, turkey, crispy bacon, fresh avocado, crisp lettuce, and a thick cut tomato finished with creamy mayonnaise layered between TOOJAY'S homemade challah bread. the Philly grilled cheese. Created by TOOJAY'S very own plantation team member Terry Brown during an annual recipe contest, the Philly grilled cheese is a new twist on a Philly favorite, featuring a mouth-watering combination of thinly sliced roast beef, green and red peppers, onions, and melted American and provolone cheeses. The in-house competition challenged more than 1,200 TOOJAY'S employees to create a great new sandwich for the menu. At the end of April 2020, Florida-based deli chain TOOJAY'S filed for federal bankruptcy protection, citing coronavirus as the cause, despite receiving $6.4 million in Paycheck Protection Program (PPE) funds. Most of the locations in the deli chain are still open for takeout and delivery, while others are closed indefinitely. Number 4. Fig and Olive. Fig and Olive's upscale dining chain operates 8 locations in 5 states, but that can be reduced to nothing. The owner of Fig and Olive Luxury Dining Group declared Chapter 11 bankruptcy at the beginning of July, citing workers' lawsuits and the pandemic. As of today, a staggering 700 workers have been laid off by the chain, which serves cuisine from South France, Spain, and Italy, and currently has only 34 employees left. The chain expects to reorganize and recover, and some of its locations are in the process of reopening. Number 3. Pizza Hut and Wendy's. Before you get too concerned, Wendy's and Pizza Hut are not going out of business. However, one of the largest franchisees, NPC International Inc., of the 2 restaurants filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in early July. NPC International, which operates more than 1,600 restaurant franchises, had been struggling before the pandemic, and the forced restaurant closures exacerbated existing problems. The company's future is looking up though. Pizza Hut has been selling pizza like crazy, and NPC hopes to use cash to maintain operations, pay benefits for employees, and pay vendors for goods and services. Number 2. Chuck E. Cheese. Your favorite childhood restaurant is at risk of closing forever. In late June, Chuck E. Cheese's parent company, CEC Entertainment Inc., filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Despite secretly operating under the name Pasquale's Pizza and Wings on delivery apps like Grubhub during the pandemic, this desperate attempt to drive revenue wasn't enough to keep the chain famous for its games, singing animatronic mouse shows, and pizza afloat. Speaking of delivery, do you know about these 7 worst takeout and delivery foods ever? Number 1. IHOP. Like with Wendy's and Pizza Hut above, IHOP is not going under. It's IHOP franchisee CFRA Holdings that filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in mid-May. The operator closed 49 restaurants in North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Virginia. What do you think the best restaurants in the USA are? Which one would you like to test out most? Leave us a comment below and make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our future travel videos. With that, I'll see you in the next video.